one. I feel like they can do a lot more with this in the early game.
Yeah, it has a very solid identity, which is, hey, look, we've got good mid-jungle setup with the Ari Lee Sin. We can play hyper-aggressive. We've got good setup on our bot side, thanks to this Rel as well, that we can try and play through. So, and even, obviously, Renekton providing that point-and-click CC for Lee. So, lane setup across the board, which is the best moment for Lee Sin to be brought out. But the question remains of, like...
Much more cool, calm, and collected here from GAM. Better start overall, for sure. They are coming out on top a little bit. There's first dragon of the game. The pressure for GAM does feel... Oh, nice little move. I was going to say go completely on it. You mentioned it earlier. They wanted to punish the flashless crocodile.
Maybe you lose another plate here. Maybe you lose your life for Kiaya as well, because no flash, and here comes the dive.
I mean, he's already used his ultimate just to try and clear it off. They'll get the second plate to come in here. The stun comes down. The knockup is good. He finally gets himself away. The root is decent. Can they get the damage? They can!
Incredibly well. Problem is, though, Proc needs to be top. Has the ult if he can get in here.
Yeah, he does indeed. The kickback is good. The Magna Storm, but again, it's still a Cassante, so he's going to be able to be just fine. He has so many dashes and flashes. Now they've used two different things. There's the CC buffer coming in. Pallet's in a little bit of trouble. Flash comes in, trying to get himself away from it. Robbo is saying, bring more! Bring everybody! I'll take his all on! The ultimate finally comes in, and they get the execution there with the Lee Sin Q, but it took a hell of a lot longer than GAM needed.
I wasn't sure if Croc would just move up towards top side with the ultimate, just try and help out in that, missing their window of opportunity here.
Here we go, Croc looking to get caught on with a flash away. So Pallet loses ultimate, gets caught out. They're going to get him right up on top of the wall. He's nowhere to go, and he's taken out, but they've taken down the jungler as well. The all-out comes in to bring the Renekton right back into the hands of the Xayah as she tries to put down the feathers to get this damage down. A flash away from Kiaya gets him out of that fight, but you've lost your jungler now on the side.
TP from Tinones as well. Rout really wants to get in here.
He got in, he gets himself the vision right there as well. They're going to try and jump straight on top of the Lee Sin. The flash kick is good, but it's not good enough. Tries to see if he can move away. Excuse me, he uses flashes there. Only got him right behind on the ward hop. And now the dragon is taking so much damage. There's a bit of a charm under Robbo, but he's taking so much damage, he's going to get taken out. That is the question. Seder wants to go for something right now, but it's going to be so difficult. It's a little bit of a strange situation. There's going to be the stride breaker. As you can see, Croc goes a little bit too far forward. These AD carries are the ones that are trying to be set up for success, as these odd bars are so low. Levi lands the Sonic Wave, but doesn't want to overcommit to it. Or sorry, mid lane really kind of put down the pressure.
Yeah, there was no need for Root to be in that position. Didn't have any sort of vision. It gets caught out now. That's going to be the mid lane turret taken without much resistance, and they can even continue this push forward. Got to be very careful here. Charm could land.
Yeah, the guy behind. I was going to say they're going to try and maybe go for a bit of a move here. Kiaya has to flash away. Does end up kind of being...
Now Leo's starting to move in. Levi in a good position. Keep your eyes on Pallet. Actually going to come back over the wall. I thought he was going to try and keep that position.
Yeah, you got TP wards available as Kiaya kind of comes in from the mid lane. You're going to see now if Robbo can keep him going, but never mind. They're going to try and fully commit here onto the Renekton and get his ultimate out of him. The paranoia does mean that there's no real re-engage to come out of this one here. Kiaya taking a lot of damage here and will eventually be taken out. They did get the dragon on the side of GAM, but can they get out with their lives? That is the question. Robbo feeling empowered and confident gets kicked right the way back because he wants nothing to do with this team. And Levi ward tops over, so Dragon goes over to GAM, kill to Loud.
Yeah, Loud though, they're trying to see if they can maybe move into position here to just keep them pushed out. Actually going to continue to chase this. I wasn't sure if they were just trying to look for the mid-tier 2 instead, but they did find a pick.
Katsy's getting a lot of damage onto him. He doesn't have the spirit rush, I should say. And that means he's going to be going down, so that's 2.
Trying to see if they can find these picks versus big team fights.
Not only does it lead to picks, it leads to an objective, and that's what we always look. That's what I was saying. You got to be careful of those feathers. The Xayah so scarily, deceptive with the way she works.
I think they're trying to keep an eye for Robbo. Oh, Pallet missed it!
Pallet missed it! Levi has to kick away. They do get the stretching strike. That's going to force the cleanse. The Charms comes down. They got Kiaya on the backside. The flanking Renekton is the scariest. They look to try and get onto Root, and he is dead. Now that's 2 kills. Good shockwave, but I don't think it's going to be enough. A double kill for the top laner as they keep pushing in and more. They're looking to try and make do and make up for a first game wins, and GAM looking to bounce back hard.
Root thought that this was game 1, thought that he could go forward, but of just how quickly Loud panic when they see it get slow. There's no need to try and overforce things here.
No need to overforce, no need to get too antsy, but like I said, in that last fight, the panic that kind of set in, but oh, here we go, they're looking for a little bit of a move here onto the Kai'Sa, and they will find her. Can they get anyone more? That's the question. The TP's come in, but a 2 kill for none. You said for GAM to not be antsy, but now there it is, the featured matchup presented by Mercedes-Benz. It is going to be Kiaya versus Robbo.
Kind of sit and look for these plays because he knows Croc and Sales can have that immediate follow-up, but not quite finding anyone for the moment. Vision, not great for Loud in this area, which means...
knows he does get kicked back, but there's no charm. They're going to finally jump straight in on top of him, but now they can get everybody else down. You can see Root trying to deal with the Lee Sin. The paranoia puts everybody into the darkness, and they can't find the carries. 2 kills, 3 kills, maybe even 4. Slayer goes down, and that's it. The Baron and Loud are right back in the game.
The pick was so close to being there, but the damage was not there to follow up. And once again, Loud are managing this. Lee Sin, Ari, let's try and make a quick pick. And you can see the idea
To go, there was nothing to run away from.
And now you've still got all the standing gold on the map for Loud as well. So not only do they get the fight,
And Loud have just perfectly navigated this mid to late game.
Kazi and Levi trying to turn on to
Twice, let's go for it. They're going to try and see if they get Kai on the backside. He pops the dominance to see if they can burn him down. There's the good kick. The shockwave comes in. Slater tries to do the damage, but the feathers do go flying. No Root to come out. Slater does get the stopwatch off finally. They're jumping onto Root, but Root has a stopwatch of his own. Kazi goes down to Robbo on the backside of this one. Immediately turns his target onto the other carry of GAM, and should be able to slice him down. He was the featured matchup. He was the man we looked to be the king, and he is doing just that. A triple kill for Robbo as the CB LOL roar into the World Championship. He's not quite done. He wants to best a little bit more time, but he's not got the damage now. He's finally done on his all out, but they may still look for more.
Robo was the chosen one. He was the one we said to watch the day. And in game 2, when Loud were down, we said they were out. Robo stood tall and said, come at me, Kaya. What you got?
They said you got the high ground, but it does not matter because Robo still taking a lot of damage. Finally gets the Gargoyle Stone Plate. He's going to get another dominance. That is the second dominance in this fight. And finally the shutdown comes on the Robo, but he is not the carry for the minute. Kaya does get a double kill, and GAM survive. Elixir of Iron, so he's doing even more there. There's going to be the Cam Soul goes in, stolen! Nicely done by Levi, the king of objective steals. He'll give him. So this is the issue there. And look, Levi always love a little bit of extra spice, kind of putting in as much as he possibly can. And like you said, any advantage you can deny from your enemy is an advantage to you. But yeah, the Baron being here right now, and Slater needs to be very careful with those recalls next time.
Yeah, but Loud, now they're outside the base. 10 seconds still on Levi, which means mid lane tower is going to fall. GAM, they're crumbling in front of them. Like, yes, you took away an advantage, but you also gave yourself a disadvantage in this 4 versus 5 now as Loud continue to push forward. As they do eventually jump here straight onto the Renekton. Kiaya in no man's land. He flashes, but he's feared anyway. He was left in the dark, and now he will be shut down by himself, alone and isolated. And now without the Renekton to put any kind of real pressure down, Robbo doesn't have a problem with this. He'll tank this all day long. He doesn't care what they throw at him. In fact, he might just turn around and say, take the tower, I'll tank it. Yeah, they're just going to be able to continue to push in. This is going to be the 3rd inhibitor turret dropped. Loud going to start to rotate up towards this top side, it looks like, to take. Just to pick up an Elixir of Iron. He doesn't even care about the fight. He wants the towers. They want the 2-0. They try to go for the kick, but Levi can't get there in time. He's feared, he's rooted, and he is killed. 2 kills going over to Loud. Not only will they get 2 kills, they'll get the 2-0. And Loud will be continuing on in the upper bracket. It will be GAM to go down to the losers. And what a performance.